Hello and welcome to Focus on Liberia. I am Anthony, your presenter. Today we are throwing the focus on Dewitt von Ballmoos, the man who has led the National Social Security and Welfare Corporation for more than a decade, and the institution he has reshaped in his image. From post-war collapse to a multi-million-dollar portfolio, from infrastructure ambition to political controversy, NASSCORP under von Ballmoos is a story of institutional reinvention, concentrated authority, and unresolved questions about where reform ends and unchecked power begins. To understand what NASSCORP is today, you have to understand what it was in 2006. Liberia was emerging from more than a decade of civil war. Ellen Johnson's Sirleaf had just taken office, and across the government, institutions were either broken or barely functional. NASSCORP was no exception. Its assets had been looted or lost. Its benefit obligations were in arrears. Its staff roles were bloated. Its contribution base was shrinking. President Sirleaf appointed a new management team to try to stabilize the institution. Francis Karba was named Director General. A younger economist named Dewitt von Ballmoos was brought in as Deputy Director General. That appointment would prove consequential far beyond what anyone imagined at the time. Between 2006 and 2011, von Ballmoos operated as the engine room of reform. The work during those years was not glamorous, but it was foundational. The new team confronted the backlog of unpaid benefits, tightened internal financial controls, updated records that had fallen into disrepair, and drafted a strategic plan designed to guide the corporation into the future. The investment portfolio at this stage was modest, roughly 4.7 million United States dollars, but the groundwork for what would come later was being quietly and deliberately laid. In 2012, von Ballmoos was elevated to acting Director General. By March 2013, his performance had impressed both the executive and the legislature enough to earn him formal confirmation as Director General. From that moment forward, his name became inseparable from every major decision NASSCORP would make, and the decisions grew bolder. Von Ballmoos pushed an aggressive modernization and investment strategy. The logic was straightforward: grow the fund and demonstrate profitability. Those reform efforts crystallized in 2016 with the passage of the amended NASSCORP Act. The new law extended coverage and increased contribution rates for long-term sustainability. In 2017, von Ballmoos was reappointed to a full 5-year tenured term. By then, the investment portfolio grew to approximately 50 million United States dollars, and total assets surpassed 81 million. Between 2006 and 2022, the corporation paid over $106 million to more than 15,600 beneficiaries. Nearly 69.4 million of that was dispersed between 2020 and 2025 alone. Under von Ballmoos, NASSCORP launched visible projects: a 5-story HQ, low-cost housing units, and what would become the flagship project, Jamal Medical Solutions Diagnostic Center. In April 2022, President George Weah renominated him, but as influence expanded, so did controversy. In 2024, the Green Revolution accused him of improper spending on luxury vehicles. The group alleged that $585,000 were improperly spent on SUVs tied to the transition. Defenders condemned the accusations as malicious blackmail. Despite domestic controversy, his international standing rose. In 2025, he was elected to a leadership position within the International Social Security Association. That same year, NASSCORP marked its 50th anniversary, with commentators crediting von Ballmoos for rebranding the institution through sustained reforms and strategic investments. Now, why does this all matter right now? Who stands to profit, who stands to suffer, and who carries the cost? The truth likely sits somewhere in between. Public trust in institutions like NASSCORP depends not only on performance, but on clarity. The absence of definitive answers remains a problem for Liberian governance. Thorough and robust journalism anchored in nationalism for sustainable development is what drives our reporting. We report to inform and analyze to empower. Join us every day for nothing but the truth. For Focus on Liberia, I'm Anthony. Thanks for watching.